When we are finding zeros using square roots, we want to solve for the squared variable. So in number 1, I have 3m squared plus 7 equal to 301. So I want to end up solving for the m squared term. So to get m squared alone, I would first need to subtract 7 on both sides. So that will leave me with 3m squared equal to 294. To get m squared alone, I'm going to divide by 3. And 294 divided by 3 is going to give us m squared equal to 98. Now I need to still get m alone, and to undo my exponent of 2, I need to take the square root on both sides. Since there is no perfect square root for the square root of 98, I need to simplify this using my factor tree. So two numbers that multiply to give us 98 are 2 and 49. 2 does not break down any further, but 49 becomes 7 and 7. When we simplify our square roots, our pairs will go in front and our singles will go inside. So I'm going to take my 7 and it's going to go in front, and inside my square root I'm going to have my 2. Anytime that we take a square root, we have positives and we have negatives. So I'm going to put a plus minus sign in front of my 7 square roots of 2. And the reason that we do this is because if I have negative 5 squared, it gives me a positive 25. And when I have a positive 5 squared, it too gives me a positive 25. So I have a negative and a positive answer that work for both. So same thing here, I need a positive and a negative answer. So m equals plus or minus 7 square roots of 2. I'm going to do the exact same thing in number 2. This time I need to solve for the n squared. So I'm going to subtract 5 on both sides. That's going to leave me with 6n squared equal to 324. I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides, and my n squared is going to end up equaling 54. Just like the last problem, I need n alone, so I'm going to take the square root on both sides. There is no perfect square root for 54, so my two factors of 54 are 6 and 9. 6 breaks down into 3 and 2, and 9 breaks down into 3 and 3. So I have a pair of 3's that are going to go in front, and my 3 and my 2 are going to multiply back together to give me a 6 for inside of my square root. And I simply add a plus or minus sign in front, so my n equals plus or minus 3 square roots of 6.